in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Terrapins offense will take the first swing of the game. Makes the quick grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Sets up the screen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Makes a connection. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with a quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Gore. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
The play-action fake. Snagged in the middle, it's Huffman. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Maryland! A great catch and run for 6.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watch.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Terrapins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Gore. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Punts it out of the air. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Terrapins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Hoffman. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Terrapins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for space, it's Simon. He's past the 30. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Those horns are up, and they are sharp in the running game.
Yeah, just pounding the rock, playing physical. And I think when you think about great Texas teams, you probably think about the running game, the physicality. And I could go through so many backs with Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and all those guys and just recently Bijan Robinson, high draft picks, really, really good running backs.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. On the ground, it's Goodwin. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and then
sneaks into the end zone.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Snags it over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Third down coming up after the completion. Back to throw, it's Gore. Going over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Terrapins will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On the run, it's Simon. There he goes. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's square.
A shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man, it's Gore. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 25 over Arizona State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back to pass, it's Gore. Snagged out of the air. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. The short hands, it's Evanson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. It's Huffman. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his man down the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that That is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Gore. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds a little space. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The run from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Unloads it left. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. And the Terrapins decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the right side. Find some room. Touchdown, Texas! And the route is on.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down on your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to UAB. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Grove. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking left. Zips it out to his man. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with a first down. Looking to pass. It's Gore. Quickly to the tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Terrapins are on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoffman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a guy extra back coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
And the Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The RPO, it's complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Back to pass, it's Gore. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Maryland! Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Evanson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The give on the inside. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. That's caught. It's Burnett. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Gore. Under fire. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Offense with jumbo personnel. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to impose their will with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe enough.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up.
Let's go.
Give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Catch in the middle, it's Burnett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
Corrals it at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching